Only a fool, only a fool and someone who's defeated would think that basic income is a good idea. What basic, you see, this whole thing is like, oh, we're going to get basic income. We're going to be like Finland. We're going to have a basic income. Everyone will get a basic income from the government. So that means, you can sit around all day smoking ganja and watching conspiracy videos because you're going to get a basic income. What a basic income is a bounty on human beings. That's what it is. You know the way they pay a bounty to hunt foxes and a bounty to kill magpies and other animals they consider pests? Well, basic income is a bounty on the human being. They have failed miserably, the globalists, in their pursuit for the bottom line. They have created a society where there's no employment anymore. It's a zero-sum game. If you keep downsizing or exporting jobs overseas, you start to eventually remove employment and labor from the economy. With labor moved from the economy, you have shops dying, you have local businesses dying, and then that's compounded by the addition of internet shopping. So what's happened is the West has destroyed itself. The West has, and it will happen to China and everywhere else too, but the West has destroyed itself through this zero-sum game of globalization. So you have a situation where people are going to be given a basic income to not attack politicians and big business people. It's a bounty on your dignity, a bounty on your potential insurgency. This is why they gave you, in countries like here in Ireland and Europe, they give you things like free healthcare, free education. Basically, nothing's free anyway, but like this belief in a very high unemployment here in Ireland and social welfare is colossal, the amount of money they give people. That's to stop them from killing politicians, from killing big business people. So it's a bounty on your extinction as a man, as a woman, as a human being. It's a bounty on your extinction. And you go, oh, I'm going to get a basic income. It really works in Scandinavia and all this garbage. It doesn't work. Anyone who's been to Scandinavia knows it's a desperately unhappy society. People there are miserable. They've been destroyed by their welfare state, and they've been turned into compliant robots, and as a result life is very unsatisfying there, and everybody's popping the Prozac and the Xanax, and that's why they always come top of the happiness polls. They come top of the happiness polls because most of them are on psych meds. That's the cheat. Now, when I was growing up, alcoholism was a huge problem in Scandinavia. That has been replaced now by pharmaceuticals. The problem still exists, partially because of things like, there are climatic things and the long winters, but you don't have particularly long winters in Denmark, and these countries are not happy societies. They're not. When I ever travel to Scandinavia, when I come back to Ireland or even the UK, I feel like a cloud has been lifted off me. They're much happier on these islands. People are much more, their lives have much more fulfillment for some reason. I don't know why, but it just, again, we're not regimented in the same way. This is what will happen is, here's what will happen when you get your basic income, right? Let me show you a man who has a purpose in life, who creates, who earns an income, who works. He walks around like this, right? He's busy, he's walking around, he's looking around, he's looking for opportunity, right? He's saying, how can I cut costs? How can I make some extra cash for the get the kids the bicycles they want? Get that thing, the dress my girlfriend wanted. How could buy the stuff I need? The new motorcycle I have my eye on. Yeah, opportunity. I gotta find ways to make money. Here's what you're like on basic income. That's what you'll be like. Because you don't have to you don't have to potentialize your energy, psychic, creative, kinetic, physical, mental, emotional energy, because you're literally on life support. So when you're on when you're on your minimum wage, it's just like when I was growing up, they told us about we're going to have the leisure society. Yeah, everybody's going to have leisure all day because there'll be no jobs in the future. People are working harder than ever because money doesn't go as far as it used to, particularly in terms of basic things like a home or renting apartments or renting. That has really eaten into people's budgets, and it never came. So if they offer you a basic income, you say, no, I want a job instead. If they say there's no jobs, you say, well, where are the jobs? And they say, well, they're in China or they're in Africa now. And then you say to the politician, okay, you're going to jail. And that's what you do. You don't go, give me a basic income so I can have a Scandinavian lifestyle. I can do leisure all day. You know what your leisure all day will be? Watching TV, rolling spliffs, and vegetating. Because you know what the perfect citizen today is? That's the perfect citizen today.